Okay guys, welcome back to the Ford Shop Yard again. And I want to talk a little bit today about Harley Davidson motorcycles and why they're such great bikes. Now, my dad has owned several motorcycles in his life, and he's had this one now for about 4 years. He got it in it's a 2017 Harley Davidson Street Glide. It's got 12,000 miles on it, and when he got it, it had about 7,000 miles. And we've been everywhere in this thing, Colombia, we've been all over the place, me and him on this thing, and he loves it, and so do I. It's a great bike. We've never had any problems out of it. The previous one he had, it was a custom. It wasn't well, maybe it was a Harley, I can't remember, but it was a custom-made motorcycle, and that thing was haul ass. But someone at the dealership, he took it to have the oil change, and they left the drain plug out and really messed up the motor. He didn't blow it up, but it almost did. And he had to do a lot of work to it, and he just said, forget it, and I'll just sell it and get another one. And that was probably about 10 years ago. So, in 2018, around 2018, 2019, he bought this one. He paid $20,000 for it. And, like I said, he loves it. But Harley Davidson is a great motorcycle company. So is the Indian. The Indians are 5 times what the price of this thing is. And, you know, I like to have me an Indian motorcycle, but I just don't think it would be it's not in my price range at any time. You know, the reason I love Harleys is they're American made, they're great motorcycles, and you can't beat a Harley. I mean, people say, oh, you want a reliable bike, go out and get a Honda, go out and get a Kawasaki, or there's another one out there, I can't think of the name. But if you want a good motorcycle, buy a Harley. Don't go out and buy them piece of crap, piece of Japanese junk, Kawasaki or Honda. They're garbage. But American motorcycles like Harleys are just so great. I love them. I always have. They ride comfortably. They get, you know, I mean, it's a motorcycle, but, I mean, of course it gets decent gas and fuel mileage. And, like I say, he's only got 12,000 miles on this thing, so, you know, it ain't even broke in yet. He wants to get the plugs and the oil and transmission fluid changed soon. And so, we're going to do that. And, you know, there's not a thing wrong with this bike. I mean, it'll fire up right now if I had the key for it, but Dad's got the key, so. But we're going to do a little walk around of it again. And I made a video on this bike a few months ago. Well, actually it was last year. I did a video on it. But it's a great bike, and I love it. So we see. Now, as you can see, it is gray, silver, whatever you want to call it. I like gray. It is a gray. It's got the little deflectors here. As you can see, nice little headlight. Got the Harley badge, right emblem there. You know, time to wash it again. It's got your blinkers there. And I mean, look at how nice the wheels are. I mean, I love this thing. It's got your little reflector here, your brake line, everything. And he's got his little bell here. Skull. And, but it really is a nice bike, and both of us love it. And he's just about got it paid for. And either this year, that's getting close to being paid for. You got your horn right here, as you can see. See if I can, let's see, see if it does it. Let's see. Nope, gotta have the key. But this is your transmission. It is a, hang on. I want to say it's a 6-speed manual transmission. You won't never see an automatic motorcycle. I don't care who you are. You'll never see an automatic motorcycle. But you see, there's your plugs and all, your motor. There's your ship linkage and all. Right after we got it, we actually did have these pegs put on so I could ride. And for about $50, I think is what it cost. You got your saddlebags here. And, of course, they're locked. But look at the seat. This thing's almost 5 years old, and the seats are still in excellent condition. I mean, look at the chrome. It is a street glide, as I mentioned. And up here, you got your mirrors, you got your speakers, you got your digital screen here for your radio, fuel gauge, speedometer, and odometer, tachometer, and your volt gauge right there. You got your horn button here, your high and low beams, your turn signals, your voice command, the cruise control there. Antenna, this is actual replacement antenna because someone stole his other one. Again, saddlebags in excellent shape. Got your little Harley badge right here. And he has modified the exhaust. He actually took the stock muffler, the tailpipes off and took the baffles out of them and put these on, and it makes it a little bit louder but not too much louder. Again, this lights up, yeah, so it is a 107 Milwaukee 8 motor, and these are very strong. I've never seen one blow up. But then again, it is a 6-speed, like I mentioned, 6-speed transmission. Got your Harley Davidson Motor Company here. There's your starter, and there's your temp sensor. There's your oxygen sensor there. There's where you put your oil in at. As you can see, if I can show you guys, the oil does need changing. You see that? See how black it is? It hasn't been changed since we got it, so we got to get it changed. If you go back in there, where you at? There you are. Come on now, go back on there. There you go. Alright, but yeah, gotta get the oil changed, get the plugs and wires changed. And, let's see. Look how beautiful the paint is on this thing. It's just excellent. And, most people, they talk about, not being, but this is a really great bike. Again, my dad loves it. And I've heard a lot about people, the mechanics who work on them, they put in their own fluid. Because most of these motorcycles have the one oil lubricates both the motor and the transmission. And so most of them are putting the wrong oil or wrong fluid in, and it's really messing up the transmissions and the motors. So they got a lot going on about that right now. But we got a really good mechanic we know real well, and we like him. And so we're going to go get the fluids changed and plugs and wires changed. And this thing does top out about 120 miles an hour. My dad has hit, he has got it on up there speed-wise. But yeah, this is an excellent bike. If you're in the market for a motorcycle, buy a Harley. Like I said before, don't go out and buy a Kawasaki or a Honda, because it ain't worth a shit. I don't care what anyone says. It is not worth the money. Go out and buy a Harley and you'll be so much happier. You're going to pay a little bit more, but then again, it'll last you for a lifetime. You take care of it. That's it for today's video, guys, here on the Ford Shop Yard. Thank y'all.